And welcome back. Well, last year, UWM students put on a show called MIlwonky, and it's about the ups and downs of college life in Milwaukee. Well, it was such a big hit that this year they're doing MIlwonky Too, spelled T-O-O, not T-W-O, as in the number. Well, the production uses a devised theater style. Basically, that means the script is written by a group of people, often actors, not just writers, and it involves a lot of improv, too.
Emily Rakovan and Haley Horbinski are actors in this new show called MIlwonky Too. And we also have Alvaro Sarrios. He is one of the writers-directors of this show. Hi, guys. Great to have you all here. It's so fun. I've never heard of Devised Theatre before. Is it something that you've participated in before?
She was in MIlwonky.
Yep, I was in MIlwonky last year.
So you're in the first production of it, okay?
Yeah.
And it's called Devised Theatre. How does it work?
So basically, we have no script. We have like an outline, and we, the actors, get together, and with a little bit of his direction, we kind of improvise scenes, and we'll say certain, like, we like this, and then we'll be like, we hate this, and we'll keep certain parts, and then the show just kind of
evolves
together.
from there?
Yeah, exactly.
You'll never see the same show.
Yeah.
Every night, so
It'll change. Yeah.
So the outline's always the same,
Yep.
but the show, some of the dialogue or reactions or things like that may change.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like a long-form improv, but with more of a script.
Right. Yeah.
Very
That's
cool.
great. So what is MIlwonky Too
Yeah.
about?
Well,
What does MIlwonky mean?
Yeah.
you want to take this
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So I was telling that. So I was in grad school and I was hanging out with some friends, and I met somebody, and I had asked. I was like, "Yeah, where are you from?" And he's like, "Milwaukee," but I thought he said Milwonky. And being a playwright, I really love the way certain words sound, and I figured if Shakespeare is attributed to having all these words that he created. So I was like, what if MIlwonky meant like something very edgy and cool? And so I've always kept that word. And when I was working on this production last year, I was like, they asked me, well, what's the title? And I was like, well, MIlwonky, of course.
It has to be.
And I figured it's something that definitely just kind of triggers some interest. And,
That's
Yeah.
great.
Definitely
So it's
reflective.
about college life?
Yeah, it's about a kid from a small town, and he comes to UWM, which is, like this big, like diverse campus, and it's just about the ups and downs, and we touch on things that are a little bit more controversial, so it's not just like this sugar-coated kind of college life, and it's, I don't know, I think it's really cool, but I'm a little biased.
Well, and when you're kind of creating things like this, how much does it matter, to you as a director or a writer to have the input of the actors themselves creating the dialogue?
Well, I mean, it's we definitely. I mean, with this piece, we want to showcase the creativity of the students who are involved in this. And so, I mean, for me, I can just put them all in a room, say, create me a show. But if they've never been a part of this before, but they might not understand that. You know what? Let's just go with our first intuition and go with there. And so that's really what's important about this process is just to, go with say yes. It's like improv is always say yes and so that's more what it is just keep going and try it and let's see what it works.
And what about directing rehearsals? How are rehearsals different for something like this, Devised Theatre, than traditional, where you have a script and you just follow the script?
Right, exactly. So in the traditional sense, the actors can come in, some of them already be off book, they'll have their lines memorized. For them, they come in, they're like, what are we doing today? They don't know what's going on. Yeah. But I mean, we do a lot of improv games, and one game we play is called Environment, and that's actually how we created a lot of the play. And so I say something like the financial aid office. And so from them, they kind of maybe even say some things that are reflective of their own experience of the financial aid office, and we pick, okay, you know what, we'll use that, you know what, maybe this doesn't work, and just keep going and try it from there. So it's a lot of, I mean, you're really on the whole time in rehearsals. I mean, we got 16 people on stage the whole time. There's no point, there's no time where, I'm going to exit off stage and figure out. No, everybody's on there the whole time. We just keep creating. And
it's great.
So during the show, how much would you say has been done before and how much is brand new? Is it a 60-40? Is it 50-50? Is it heavier?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm a freshman. I don't know.
Don't ask me. Like, you can take that.
You take this, guys.
You guys have been experiencing.
What would you say, Haley?
I would have to say that it's probably 90-10 actually. Like, it's basically all new. We just come in each day to rehearsal, and he'll be like, okay, what is your experience in this location?
Yeah.
And we all just kind of bring our own story, and then we kind of make a bigger story, string it all together. So it's really just a new thing every day, and even the shows, it's going to be a new thing every day.
And you guys open this week, the 15th,
Yes.
and you've got 6 performances. Who would enjoy seeing this production?
people above the age of like ninth grade, I'd say. I think everyone. I think that it definitely, you know, people who are in college, but also people looking back on that experience and being like, oh, I remember that. I think that it can really, I think all ages, except for young children.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, you don't want to expose them to college life too early, right? I get that.
It's not your traditional type of or typical type of you know, going to college story, but you know, and maybe, you know, I definitely guarantee you, you know, kids are in high school, they would definitely enjoy it. There's lots of singing, right? You guys sing, you guys dance.
Yes. We sing and dance.
That's awesome. That's great.
It's cool. People got to come out. It's always new. You can see it as many times as you want, right? It's October 15th through the 19th. The show times are at 7:30, and then on the weekends there's a 2 and 7:30. The phone number to call for tickets is 414-229-4308, or you can visit MIlwonkyForLife.com. That's also the hashtag is MIlwonkyForLife. You're right at the Kenilworth Studios on Kenilworth in Milwaukee. So thanks so much, you guys.
Thank you.
Good luck with the show.
Thank you so much. Great to see you.